Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay guys, I know nimewa fail. I have no words, but you know what? We are back. Better, bigger, and definitely hotter. Anyway guys, thank you for my returning subscribers. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Kisses for you guys. For my new subscribers, welcome back. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Casey. Pleasure having you here. So I have been MIA, my God, but I have a reason. I needed to rebrand myself. I needed to understand who Casey is, what she wants, what she likes. And it has been a journey, guys. It's been quite hard, but we are happy. I have learned new things. I have unlearned a few other things. So it has been a beautiful experience. And I'm so happy and grateful for the chance I've gotten and for God to be here. So on this episode, I want to rebrand the Casey you guys know. I want to give you a new Casey, a Casey that who is me right now. I feel like the other Casey and me in this Casey are two different Caseys, but I want to take you through it. And yeah, it has been such a beautiful experience of me and learning things that I had already learned, learning new things, and also would I say rearranging or reshuffling a few of the things I've learned. So it has been a very interesting couple of years because it's been a year. I think it's been a year. Yeah. Guys, it's my birthday. So happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. So make sure you drop a happy birthday comment. I will definitely appreciate. So yeah, I know it's a few days after my birthday, but it's still my birthday. It's still my birthday month. Every day is my birthday, by the way, this month. The whole of May is my birthday. So guys, I want to get straight into it. I had put a poll a while back on Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's Casey Njoki. Actually, my name is Casey Njoki on all social media platforms. All of them. That's my name. So if you had not followed me, please follow me. I had put a poll on Instagram asking a few questions and like asking people what would you guys want to know about where I am right now. And I got a few questions, and that's what I'm gonna use for today's video. Most of the questions, I got a lot of questions, and I felt like I can group them into clusters and then answer them in like different episodes because I definitely cannot answer all of them in one episode, right? So yeah, so that's what I wanna do. I will definitely be putting another poll soon after this video drops, so that you guys, if you guys have follow-up questions and everything you guys want to know, also we can add info. I can clarify more. I can add more detail to it, and everything you guys wanna hear, I will definitely put it there. So make sure you follow me on Instagram so that you get to know these things as they happen. So first question I got is, how have you been since then? So I feel like I've grown. I've grown a lot. I've understood myself. I've learned to love myself also. It has been quite a challenge, but I have learned to love myself. I have grown mentally, physically, and emotionally. Yes, I said physically. I will get to that, but I have grown. Nime understand Vitu Mob. Yeah, and it has been such an interesting journey because Nime get to understand who I am, what I love, the things I enjoy. So it has been quite an interesting journey. So how have I been? I've been good. I've been growing. I've been glowing. Yeah, I think that's the best way I can answer it. Yeah. So the next question is, have you achieved the self-love I know? How have you, how have you achieved the self-love? I know it wasn't easy, Ju. I'm trying and I want to hear your story. So how have I achieved my self-love? First, it wasn't easy, and I'm thankful for that, for you understanding that it's not easy. So first thing I will tell you is, take a day at a time. That's the biggest, biggest, biggest thing. Number one. Number two, accept where you are. Self-love is a lot, but first accept where you are. Three, do things that are making you happy. I remember I would do things and I'm like, I'm doing it so that people around me, so that my peers, my friends, my family can validate, or like I feel validated. But once I learned that I should do what is best for me, it really got me far. It got me understanding a lot of my emotions. It got me understanding a lot of what was going around me basically. So first thing I would say is accept yourself, take a day at a time. The other thing is please, 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 I'm using a lot of pleases, is give yourself grace. I know, like, I remember at some point I was telling myself, people at my age are buying cars, people at my age are buying houses, people at my age are earning six figures. Yes, it's their time, it's not your time. So I learned that. I gave myself grace. I would wake up at times and I don't feel like waking up, and I tell myself, that is valid, imagine. There are times I want to go to school and I'm just having the moodiest day, and I tell myself, that is definitely valid. So that's another thing. So, three things for self love: a day at a time, accepting where you are, and giving yourself grace. I know it's not hard, and what I will tell you is be strong. Every day, imagine it gets better. Imagine. So, yeah. So, please, those three things, take note. Mm, the other question was, what are the challenges that you experience and how did you overcome them? Gosh, challenges. Let's start with, I was body shamed a lot. Quite a lot, by the way. I was also victimized because of being big. Another challenge I had was communicating with even family, my friends. Another challenge I had was mentally, I was suffering a lot. And among the best things I would say is I got the best circle of friends. It was so hard for me to understand or validate other people's emotions, you know, because I felt like the world revolved around me at that time. And nilikuwa naona kama unipigie hunijali, kama hunitext hunijali. Right now I might joke about it, but initially it was really hard for me to understand such things. So it was um, an interesting rough patch, especially after that video. It also distanced me from a lot of people, and I wouldn't say it, but then it took a mental toll on me. Yeah. And among the best things I did for myself was to love me. Number two, I built a circle of friends who are like my everything. Okay, that sounds overrated, but yeah, I have friends where I know if I call this person at even 3 in the morning, at 2 in the morning, at 1, they will answer. I have friends who I know when I'm feeling low, they're just goofy. They will make me laugh. I have a friend who I know when I'm feeling so low, they will take me out. I have a friend who I know will text me to just check up on me because I've been quiet for 2 days. I've built a circle of emotional support. I built a circle of my backbone. I built a circle that I treasured, loved. They took care of me. They basically took care of me when I couldn't. I have friends who we pray together. I have friends who we read the Bible together. I have friends who pray for me when I can't pray. My aunties taught me something called riding on someone's faith. So when I can't pray, I'd call someone and tell them, my heart is so heavy. Can I pray? Can you pray for me? I can't pray. Pray for me. And then I would ride on their faith because at that moment you're very low. Another challenge I had was I really strained with my relationship with God. After my mom died, I was really angry at God. And I remember I was like, why would you take my mother? I served you. I do everything I can be. Given a chance, I'm always in your house. So why would you do something like that to me? And I remember it was like so hard for me to like comprehend and put everything together. But yeah, that was really hard. Those were my challenges. The question was, how did I overcome them? By the way, I rekindled my love, my relationship with God. That's among the things I did. And also my support system. My friends are my support system. That circle of friends are my support system, and I don't know what I would do without those people. They get me through when I can't. They lift me up when I can't. They motivate me when I can't. They are just everything. By the way, hao ndio at some point nilikuwa najiambianga, nimechoka. I can't do this again, you know. And those are the people who would wake me up and tell me, Casey, we are not done fighting. And at times I'm like, I can't, I'm just too tired. And they're like, we can. We are waking up and we're doing it. So that's, I think, my support system and God. That's how I overcame everything, most of the things. Also, I did a lot of journaling and music. Music heals my heart. So, journaling and music. And it really helped, by the way. It really did. It got me through quite a lot. So I would journal about like an emotion. Let's say right now I'm angry, I would journal about it. And like a day or two, I've come down, my head is a bit clearer. I would sit down and I would validate my emotions and I would know, hapa nili overreact, hapa nilifanya. So yeah, it was a very interesting experience. Yeah, so that's among the things that I did. Question number 4. What motivated you when you felt like you couldn't do it? My sister. The thought that my sister would lack made me wake up even at 3 in the morning. The thought that my baby sister would not have made me sleep at 1 in the morning. Yani, my sister motivated me when I couldn't. When I felt like, it's too much. But then I would just think about my sister. I would like call her and we'd laugh kidogo, and that's all I'm saying. My baby sister got me through literally almost everything because it was so hard. I don't know how I would have made it without her. So my baby sister motivated me when I felt like I couldn't do it. How you took care of your mental health, because damn, that can be something else. How I took care of my mental health, right? First I prayed. I prayed a lot. I really did pray. Another thing I did was I journaled, and another thing I did was I talked a lot with my emotional support system. Kuna watu mi nilikuwa napigia nawaambia, imagine nimechoka, I can't do this anymore, and they would motivate me. And at times I would feel my heart is too heavy and I would kneel down and tell God, I give this, everything I have in my heart, I give it to you. And it would motivate me. And there are times I would just feel like I'm tired. But then that day I would open my Bible and get a scripture that really comforts my heart. Tell my heart, you're not yet done. There are times I would call my auntie, I'm going through this, and we'd talk about it, and I'd cry, and she would validate my emotions, and I would feel so much better. So I took care of my mental health by talking to people, by journaling, and by praying. Those are the 3 things that kept me going. Next question. What is one thing you regret? What is one thing you regret doing or not doing during the burial period? I'm guessing that means like after my mom died and before we buried her. One thing I didn't do, I didn't cry. I really didn't cry. I think I cried on the day that my mom died, and then out of shock, I stopped crying. And then I went to the hospital and I found my sister, and everyone was telling me, we can't tell your sister right now. So I stopped crying. So that time, And then I think I cried the day of burying my mom when I saw her in the morgue. I regret not crying. Me not crying really took a toll on me because um, sikumuon mama yangu, so to say, and it was hard afterwards because I was bitter. Because you see, the rest cried and like their hearts became lighter, but mine was still there. I also feel like having to not tell my sister was part of the problem, but I regret not crying. By the way, if you lose a loved one, please cry. Cry it out. Cry even for 3 days. Cry every day. I regret not crying. It's among the things that really affected me. Yeah? So please cry. Cry as much as you can. Um, how did you deal with your family after the video? Some were receptive, some were not. And I chose to overlook the good over the bad. So I just moved with the good, followed the people who loved me, appreciated the people who loved me, who cared. Yeah, I think that's what I did. I just moved with the people who I chose the positive over the negative. Yeah. The next question is, how long was your grace period? My grace period. I guess by grace period, this person means the time between um, when I lost my mom and when people started saying I'm overusing it. I guess that's what I would call. I would I would think that person is terming as the grace period. And sadly, I did not have a grace period because I lost my mom. I went to school. A week later, I had no option of failing because now my sister is looking at me. I have to set the standard. I have to set the bar. I couldn't do it. I was angry at some point. I just felt like I didn't have. I would say I didn't have a grace period because sikuwa na hiyo ati leniency. But I'm also happy because it made me strong. It made me happy. It made me accept the reality a bit faster than I would I would have wanted. I would have wanted at an grace period. Yeah, I can't walk. I don't want to wake up. Anyway, I'm bluffing, by the way. Pure jokes. I didn't have a grace period, and I'm grateful for that because it helped me accept the reality quite fast than expected, right? I hope I've answered that question. If it is not what you had asked, please comment below. I will definitely get back to you, right? How is your sister? How did she take it? And how are both of you all dealing with it? How is my sister? I think I'll bring her to my YouTube channel. I'll just bring her here. We have a sit down, me and her. We talk about this because I would not know how she's feeling. I would not know how she's dealing with it or how she dealt with it. I think the best thing is just to bring her and for her to talk about it. So, how my sister is, I will bring her. The next question was, how did she take it? I will also bring her to answer that. And how did both of you all deal with it? I am grateful for my auntie. When I pray for God to bless people, I ask God to bless her twice for me because I remember there are times we were crying almost on a daily. And we were missing my mom and we were angry and we were bitter. And what we used to do is we sit down with my sister and we're talking about it and then we start crying. And I remember my auntie would find us crying and she would come and she would cry with us. I mean, that's among the biggest things that helped me heal. I am not lying. That is among the biggest things that helped us heal. Knowing that it is valid to feel the way we were feeling, that really definitely helped us. So it was a very beautiful step, I don't know how to explain it, but it was It was so lovely. It was lovely to know that it's not just you. Yeah? Especially after the video, I genuinely had like a month of just crying, and God bless that woman twice for me, because that is how we dealt with it. Also, we talk about it with my sister a lot. We also tried and visited my mom's grave together, and we look at our photos, our videos, and my mom was very joyful, by the way. And most of the videos I have of her, she's dancing, she's with her family members, she's dancing. So it was ni kitu nimelan, ni kitu very interesting. It was very nice. Yeah. Next question is, how is your mental health? We are getting there. We are not there, but we're getting there. But I'm not as bad as I was. Few twitches here and there, but I'll be okay. But hatuko hapo kwenye tulikuwa tunataka kuwa, like, I'm not just there yet. That's what I'd say. Next question. What helps you get up in the morning when things ain't adding up? Again, I feel like my sister does. The thought of mtoto anaweza lack, inaweza fanya hata ni trans night. I believe God saved us for a reason and a purpose. So till I know my reason and my purpose, I will do it. I will give my sister the best world that I can, that God can enable me to give her. Next question is, how did your friends take your posts? Some were very like receptive about it. Some were like, you've tarnished yourself. If it trends, you're gonna be in trouble. So it came with good and bad. It really showed me who has my back and who doesn't. Basically, that is, by the way, that is the best way I can explain it. Ilinionyesha this person has your back and this one doesn't. And it also helped me distance myself from some friendships and let them die just a natural death. Yeah? Yeah, I think, yeah. How is Casey? Since previously, we didn't really understand you. How is Casey? Since previously, we didn't understand you. Previously. I'm guessing you're saying from the previous video. How am I? I'm doing amazing, my love. I am growing, glowing, and I'm just happy. So that is how Casey is. Okay? And our final question is, what is the biggest score that came from that YouTube video? My biggest score. It showed me that I was not okay. It showed me that I needed healing. It showed me that I needed to grow. Ilinionyesha siko poa. I need to heal. I remember one of my cousins, and she's just like so nice. And each time kuna hiyo drama, sisi hatukuheal. After the video, if you haven't watched it, please go watch it. Ilikuwa sisi hatuku move on bila wewe, sisi tuli move on na, yani hiyo drama. I remember a cousin of mine just took her phone and she's like, I know everyone is having different opinions, but how are you doing? And let me tell you, I have never felt my mind so quiet. In between that video, and it was so noisy because I was either defending myself or approving or validating what I've said, right? And some people were like, okay, yeah, that is how you felt. We are not against it. But do you know we also did Ivo, unashika? So what that cousin of mine did, I don't think I've even never said thank you. But alinyamazisha akili yangu. My mind was running like kila kitu iko everywhere. Unataka kuanza everything. Yani uko tu mbio, and then someone just quiets everything down. That is what that cousin of mine did. Yani alininyamazisha akili. I was like, yes. So my biggest score is I got to love myself and learn some things I had learned, and also to learn things that I hadn't learned. So yeah, so I think that was the biggest thing. Yeah. So, and with that, I think we come to an end of this episode. I want to be consistent this year. So consistency is my motto this year. So I'm going to try and drop a video every single week. So with that, guys, I love you all. Please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you share. Please make sure you turn on your notification bell. And please get me to 1,000 subscribers. I will definitely appreciate if you guys do that. Bye, guys.
If I love